Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
So we've been working on our key signatures and our measure lines, our time signatures, right? So in the top example, how many beats do you have in each measure?
Two.
Two. So where is the missing bar line, or where should the missing bar line go? Older people, please give younger people time to think through the answers. Thank you. So do we have 2 beats here and then a measure line? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do we have 2 beats here and then a measure line?
Yes.
Do we have 2 beats here and then a measure line?
No.
No. Do we need a measure line?
Yes.
Yes. So that's where I put the missing measure line. Now do we have 2 beats and a measure line?
Yes.
Do we have 2 beats and a measure line?
Yes.
Do we have 2 beats and a measure line? Do we have 2 beats and a double measure line? Yes. Why do we have a double measure line? April?
Because you need to repeat it.
Oh, if I want to repeat it, I need a double measure line and I need
Because it's the end of the song.
2 dots. Right, we have a double measure line because that's the end. So just because it's the end of a line doesn't mean it's the end of a song. You have to keep playing until you see the double measure line. Okay, now we have a whole bunch of sharps in this one. And honestly, that was really annoying to have to draw all those sharps. Is there something I could do instead? Catherine?
You can put it on the 3 and 4 the side.
I can put it before the 2. I can make a key signature, right? Everybody say key signature.
Key signature.
So what sharps do I have in there? Somebody tell me one. Myra? What? Yes, I have a C sharp. So if I have a C sharp, what other sharp do I have to have? I cannot have a C sharp unless I have this other sharp. Kira? What? No. What other sharp do I have to have if I have a C sharp?
F sharp.
F sharp. Even if I didn't have any F sharps in my melody, when I'm building my key signature, I have to have an F sharp if I have a C sharp. Now, what other sharp do you see in the melody? There's one more. Alma, do you see? Any other notes that have a sharp besides F and C?
D sharp.
It's not a B.
D.
D? No.
G.
G sharp. So which one goes, yes, Myra? Oh, we're not there yet. Let me ask the question first. Thank you. So when I draw my key signature, which one has to go first? The F, the C, or the G? What do you think, April?
C.
No, that's first in the melody, but it's not
F?
first in the key signature.
F?
So yeah, yes, it's F sharp. Do I draw it down here? Or do I draw it up here?
Up there.
Yes. But those were both pretty badly drawn, so let's try again. Here's my F sharp. Okay. Which one goes next? The C sharp or the G sharp? What do you think, Mabel?
Seesaw.
Yep. The C sharp goes next. And it has to go in the middle because it would be really silly to draw it down here. I'd have to draw a ledger line too. Right? That would be really silly. So C sharp, that's our only option. So what's left?
G sharp.
G sharp. Am I going to put it down here or am I going to put it up here? Up. Right. And it really should fit before the 2/4, but spatial design was not my friend this morning. So now Myra, what scale are we using? What key are we in? A what? A major. So do I use a capital A or a little a? Capital A. We are in the key of A major. So when I have A in the key of A major, what note number is that? What scale number is that?
1.
1. We can also call the scale notes degrees. That's the fancy word for it. So we can say that A is the first note of the scale, or we can say that A is the first degree of the scale. And if you speak a language besides English, they only use the word for degree, like in French or Italian or Spanish or Portuguese. So A is the first note. What about B? Second. C sharp?
Third.
And since I have a key signature now, I don't need that. So it's getting a little cleaner. What note number is D?
3.
C was 3. D is
4.
4, right, Mabel? And then C was?
3.
B was?
2.
A was?
1.
G sharp.
7.
7. Good job. You had to like go all the way through and back again, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then you're back to A. So G sharp is note number 7, and now I don't need that sharp. What about F sharp? Alma? Yes, 6. G sharp?
7.
A?
1.
1. G sharp?
7.
And A.
1.
So now I've erased all the sharps, which means if I'm going to play the piece, it's up to me to remember in my brain that the sharps are there, which means they're there. Right now it's up to me to keep track of them because the sharps were gone. Okay, what about this one? How many beats do we have in a measure?
3.
So where is the missing bar line? Where's the first one? Here. Good. Where's the second one? Good. What else do I need?
The rubber
Rock.
line.
Do you see anything else missing? The double bar line at the end. Are you going to answer a question I haven't asked yet? That's the trouble with group learning, right? You don't get to go at your own pace. You have to bring everybody along with you. Okay, so do we have any sharps?
No.
No. Mabel, what do we have instead? Do you remember what this is called? April, can you help her? Do you remember what that's called? Alma, do you remember what that's called?
Flat.
It's a flat, and it happens to be on the note B.
Then I said right B.
So it's a B flat. Are there any, oops. That makes a big difference. Are there any other, oh, oops, okay. Are there any other flats?
Mm-hmm.
Catherine, what?
Yeah.
Is that a B flat though? So it's the same. Are there any other flats, different flats?
No.
No. So we have how many flats? 1, and it's
B flat.
B flat. So when I put it over here, am I going to put it here? Am I going to put it here? Or am I going to put it in the middle?
In the middle.
Right. You cannot put a key signature in a ledger line. You just can't. It doesn't make any sense. It has to be in the middle. Okay, and then, so what key are we in? Brock? F. F what?
Major?
Mm-hmm. So capital F or lowercase f?
Capital.
Capital F. Okay, now we have what time signature?
4,
4/4. How many beats is our 2/8 notes together?
1,
1 beat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a measure line. So where is the first missing measure line? Good job. Where's the next missing measure line? No, well, not this time.
Where did
Not this time, because there is a double bar line.
and there's
There is.
here?
Did we put a measure? Go back to your spot. You had your chance. A for effort. Where's the other missing measure line? Do you see, Mabel? How many beats do we have here? 1, and then 2, 3, 4. Do we have a measure line?
No.
No. Okay, now are we okay?
Yeah.
Good. What key are we in? What scale am I using? Brock?
C.
C. C what?
Major.
C major. So nothing is in my key signature because C major has how many sharps?
No.
0. And how many flats?
6.
0. So my key signature is actually already correct. Right? Okay, let's do our performances. We have April, Myra, and Catherine up today, and it was supposed to be Loa, but she's sick. So if somebody wants to take her place. Kira, I'm so surprised. Okay. So April, Myra, or Catherine, who's first? Catherine? Okay. Make sure you guys take your time. Go ahead and sit down. To get ready before you play, right? To make sure that you're really centered and not like sideways. Right, with your feet underneath you and strong and your spine straight. Sitting right in the middle of the piano. Okay, April, why don't you come on up? What would you like to play? What? The new twinkle. Take a nice bow. So I sent an email to Kinga asking her to contact Tavira about it. So I think at home, you better get used to moving your seat up and down so that if you need to adjust it, you can.
I think now her elbows won't be too low.
Did I just lower it?
I think you lowered it.
Oh. Stand up.
So I was confused for what
Yeah,
you're
it's
doing.
hard, yeah, it's
Sorry.
hard to see when you're right here.
No, no,
Yours is nice because you see the spring, but this one,
it's going up. It's going up.
okay. Let's see how that is.
Still the elbows up.
It's still a little, let's see. It's pretty, yeah, it's little. So it's worth it to take the time, especially because of Wild Rider. You don't wanna be reaching from below the keys for that power. Alright, so
Then do the feet need support?
can you reach? Yeah, in a perfect world, I mean, if they have, for sure they will have an adjustable bench. Whether they have a footstool or not is a big question, so.
Take
Grow.
extra caution.
You've got 3 weeks, eat lots of vegetables. Okay, let's,
Meat.
meat and vegetables.
Meat.
Kira, can you come back and do the bow with your arms at your side, please? These things matter. Okay, so I was all ready to do dictation today, and then I realized I didn't count pencils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pencils. Let's see. 1,
Pen works or they have to be pencils?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're good. We always do theory with pencil, just like math. to take one and pass it. Here you go, take the whole pile, take one and then give it to somebody else. Here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. Just get them out. Here you go. Here you go.
Which one do we need? The back one? Or the...
You need the front one, the music staff to write on. Myra, can you use that one?
the back up?
Just use this to write on. Oh, we're out of, no, we're not. Did you get a paper? Okay. So we're just going to do rhythmic dictation. So you're just going to write your tas like a stick. So you're just drawing stems. You're going to draw your TTs and you're going to draw your shus. Whatever.
That's a Z.
Whatever squiggle comes out when you're trying to draw it upside down and backwards. Yeah, how about a little grace? Thank you. Okay, so don't take the time to try to draw the note head and fill it in.
Then we can start on whatever note we want.
Yeah, it doesn't, yeah, you're not really using notes, you're just drawing it on top of the staff. So it doesn't really matter. Your time signature is 4/4.
4/4.
So at the beginning, you don't need a treble clef. Oh wait, April, we're not making up our own rhythms. And you can use whichever side you're most comfortable with. On one side of the paper, the lines are farther apart, and on the other side of the paper, the lines are closer together. So you can use whatever you're comfortable with. April, just leave it, honey. Okay, so let's go to the next line and draw yourself a time signature. Myra, can you come sit in front of them, please? Draw a time signature at the beginning of your line. Can you show them your paper? Can you put it over so the camera can see it too? Okay? So if you hear, shh, what are you going to write? Ta, 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 shh. So draw 3 lines, ta, 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 and then a sh squiggly. How do we count that? 1, 2, 3, sh. What beat would that be if it wasn't a sh? 4. And then draw your measure line. Okay, Myra, put your paper up so they can see it. Catherine, could you see it?
Yeah.
I thought you were Kira. Okay, everybody got the first measure? Anybody have questions? Anybody confused? Brock, are you confused? No. You are walking into the middle of a unit, so if you're confused, it's understandable. Okay, next measure. Shh. Can you say the rhythm first? Ready, go.
Ta, ti, ti, ta.
Shh. Good, now draw it. Ta, ti, ti, ta. Shh. Oh, but that doesn't mean that the first measure was wrong. This is the second measure. Right? So the first measure was ta, 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 squiggle, measure line. Then draw the second. Like he did. You see? So you keep going. Okay? Myra, can you show? April, it's ta, ti, ti, ta, not ta, ti, 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 ti. You have 5 beats. Ta, ti, ti, ta, sh. So how would we count it? 1, 2, and 3. Shh. Myra, can you check Mabel? And then you need a measure line. Okay, here's your next one. Here's the next one. What's that rhythm? Let's do it with a beat too, please. Listen. What's that? Thank you. Draw it. And then you need a measure line. How do we count it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last measure. Shh. Say it. Go. Uh-oh. Listen again. Shh. Ready? Go. Shh. Good. Draw it. Ti, ti, ta, ta. Shh. Myra, show yours. And show it to the camera. How would we count that one? Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, shh. And what beat is the sh? 4. Okay, so read over your whole thing. Oh, and then you need a double bar line, right? Double measure line at the end. After your sh. Thank you, Kira. Okay, so I'm going to play the whole song. So check your work. Look at your music from the very beginning and check your work. Shh. 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 Did you get it?
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, write your name on your paper. And hand me your papers. Myra, can you collect pencils, please? Kira, can you collect books, please? Okay. Kira's collecting books. Please give your books to Kira. Thank you. So what composer have we been talking about? Beethoven. What is his whole name? Ludwig van Beethoven. Everybody say that.
Ludwig van Beethoven.
Yes. And who were we learning about before that? What's his name? Either the whole name or the short name. What's the common name that everybody calls him? What's the first name? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Everybody say that. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. One of these days I'll bring in cookies or something for anybody who can say his whole name, the real one. So today we're going to take a little break from Beethoven because we are still just pianists, right? And sometimes we've been listening to concertos. Can somebody tell me what a concerto is? It's a piece written for a soloist and an orchestra, right? The soloist can be any instrument. But in our case, we listen to piano concertos because we are pianists. And this one is by a composer who's not generally known for his piano music. He's an American composer named George Gershwin. And he's known for his jazz, his classically inspired jazz. But he wrote one concerto for piano called Rhapsody in Blue. And it's very different from anything we've listened to, and it's one of my favorites. So we're going to listen to Leonard Bernstein playing with the New York Philharmonic. I'm going to turn up that volume.
Who's playing?
Leonard Bernstein,
This guy.
that guy. Can you hear the jazz influence? So as usual, there's an orchestral introduction before the pianist begins. clasped hands action. Very powerful playing, right? How would you describe the mood? What?
Heroic.
Heroic? Like Beethoven heroic? Does this sound like a Beethoven symphony? Is it mostly happy or sad? Happy. I think it's, this part's pretty happy. Sounds like a street carnival. Very modern, right? Can you imagine some Bach in your mind right now? And compare it to that? Look at how big the orchestra is. And we have to stop. So I do send these links out every Monday. If you like what you hear, you should listen to the whole thing. That one's only 20 minutes. That's a piano concerto light, right? But we never, if we listen to the whole thing in here, it's all we would ever do. So we don't have time to listen to the whole pieces, but I want you to at least hear different composers and different styles, right? Okay, everybody up. Toes together, and we say,
Thank you for teaching.
thank you for learning.
And where was it used originally? Like some famous movie or something? Like
I don't remember. It possibly